What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna try and find center. Find center so I can start mapping out this roof circle and get everything laid out. I'm gonna mark center with some tape. Mr. Man, what's going on? Fake 701, what's up? Yeah. This is a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Highly modified, hand fabricated, tons of work. Airbags, stretched, dropped, wide body, Lambo doors, visor. Bailey Smith, does the garage door open? Yeah, street route buggy, locomotion. Exactly. I got a Pro Street built tranny. It's a IRS converted to swing, welded throw out, welded gears, chromoly axles. I'll be building a 2276 cc stroker, air cooled Volkswagen engine mounted in the back where it goes. Right now I'm working on hand fabricating and widening the rear quarter panels. So there'll be some flying buttresses, a couple of spears, just some really cool stuff. Karen Nath, morning. I woke up a little stuffy today. But there's work to be done, so I'm gonna get it done. Twinkle Link, where's the beautiful lady? Where's the hot chick Kendall? They'll be around again. You don't have to worry about that. Brutal Impact, what's up? Jacksonville, Florida, Bobby Jean, morning. Oh, a cool breeze in the summer. My garage stays a pretty consistent temperature. In the summer, I don't roll up the door because here in the high desert, it's 112 degrees. So I keep the door closed unless I'm cleaning, or if it's not snowing or raining and I need the extra room, I'll do some work in the driveway. But for the most part, the door stays closed all the time to keep it a consistent temperature inside here. What's up, bro? Jay, do you build bobbers as well? Yeah, that's actually how I started, was building bobbers. You can go through my old videos. I just reposted the last bike I built. I don't know, it's maybe 10, 15 videos back on my list from last year. Or, yeah, I think it was last year. But I've been working on this for a year and a half now, so this is sucking up all my time. What brand is the car behind me? This is a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, at least what's left of one. I basically just used it for the base platform, but it's been stretched, dropped, widened. Tons of work, tons and tons and tons of work. Yeah, I prefer, out of all the bikes, I prefer stripped down bobbers. You know, single seat, old school, 70s kind of style. All right, I'm gonna get a measurement, find center on here so I can start fabricating the roof scoop. One and a half. $15 3/4, 31 and a half. That should do it. Yeah, I built this. Yeah, I hand fabricated everything here. What's up, Ghost Rider? That should be close enough for halfway. Is it for personal use or for sale? This I am building for myself to showcase my talents. The goal is to have it ready and in Vegas for SEMA 2025, first week in November next year. You're doing a chop top on a VW. No, this is not a chop top. That is factory roof height. How does the Lambo door hinge work? It swings out and then up. Tons of re-engineering and fabrication to make it all work, but the functionality of the hinge itself Dove Invasion, building a wide body. I'm gonna try and map this out. What's up, New York? Looks pretty even to me. What's up, Brooklyn? Not exactly sure how tall I'm going to make this. I'm going to tack that there. See if that height is good enough. What's up, Kevin T? Morning, bud. How you been? You having a good weekend? Busy all the time. Yeah, I know what that's like. The driver fender gap. You can try and hammer and dolly that fender lip out to stretch it a little bit, make it fit the body better. Yeah, about to take the fender off for the 3,109th time. Bailey Smith, why is the door made of different material? This door? It's not, it just has primer on it. Ferox Matter. Are you married? Yes, I am. Where's Kendall at? Kendall is not here. Everybody hit that thumbs up for me. It really helps out. I'm going to tack this little piece on, see if I can get it centered. Roberto, sorry to ask, was this a design you already had for the bug? Or you just do it as you go? Both. Anytime I build anything, I typically have a general idea, and I have a very specific style that I like things to look. And so I start with that idea and style, and then as I build it, it evolves to, you know, flow, proportions, style, just everything mixed together. The car pretty much tells me the rest on how it wants to be built, you know, depending on the shapes. Kevin T. Cheers, bro. I already had my coffee this morning before I came out here. Me and some friends, my wife, were hanging out last night. We had a good time. Real good time. We don't get to see those guys very often, so. Yeah, I think that's gonna be too tall. I'm gonna have to chop it down just a little bit. Yeah, those girls were getting wild last night for sure. But it's a lot of fun, you know. Blow off steam every once in a while. It's good for everybody. RTS, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shorten this a little bit. What motor are you putting in it? I'll be building a 2276 cc air cooled. Kevin T, yeah, I got tail lights, running lights done last night. License plate light and cab forward. If I can get the fender to cooperate. Good luck with that fender. I've never had to do it on that kind of a truck, but I've heard that it sucks. And really any old school, you know, pre-stamp fender stuff, they're never, seems like anyway, they're never symmetrical, and they never fit right off the bat, you know. Looks pretty even to me. Andrew L., stick to the car project, bro. You don't need grown-ass women offering to make out for money on lives. Hey, the girls were having fun. I don't feel bad about that at all. So, it is what it is. I do everything myself, including funding all of this. So honestly, every little bit helps. I'm trying to get to SEMA. I mean, it's going to cost me thousands to get there. So I am grateful and thankful for every bit that I do get. Yeah, this is a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, highly modified. Stretched, dropped, widened, hand fabricated, custom body. stare at that for a minute. There we go. What kind of welder am I using? I am using a Weld Pro 200 gas over MIG. Starscream that looks like Bumblebee if he were still under construction. Just gonna leave that tack there for a second and check all the angles. Picked up an art caption to give a try. Whip looks the same. Yeah, this is a import welder, you know, Chinese or wherever it comes from. All the whips and guns are, there's pretty much like 3 standard import types that are pretty common, and they all, you know, pretty much get the same parts from the same place. I think that's a really good height. Check some measurements. Yeah, RTS, they probably are also, you know, from the same factory. Will the scoop run down the back to the engine? It'll run to the back window. I'll be running the engine open with no deck lid. Seems square. Saku, thank you. Does it have a motor in it? No, not yet. I still have to build the engine. I have it in a bunch of pieces. The engine will be built last. That'll be the last thing. Because once it's built, I'm gonna have to test fire tune, run the oil through it, the break-in process of building a brand new engine. Darth Yoda, good morning. So it'll have to go in the car. And everything else needs to be finished first. This is a full custom, highly modified 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Petey, badass body work, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, Tommy Walker. I mean, it's really not bad for being the first car I've ever built and having no idea what I'm doing. I've had no formal training of any kind. This is not my profession. Yeah, Bailey, the engine goes in the back. I just want to build cool cars. Do I have any issues with the legality of the design, like bumpers, etc.? No, not here in Idaho. Out here in Idaho, we're pretty free, you know. And as far as custom cars goes, there is, I mean, pretty much, you got to have lights. You need running lights, brake lights. You do not need turn signals. We can use hand signals here. But you do have to have headlights, rear running lights, and brake lights. And I think you have to have one mirror. Past that, I mean, technically, yeah, you're not supposed to run open wheel. Or if it's lifted, you got to have mud flaps. I mean, there's, all the little rules, but when it comes to custom hot rods, as long as you're not, acting a fool in your vehicle, they pretty much just let you slide on it, In California, there's a bunch of regulations. Yeah, it's because you're in California. That's their favorite thing to do is regulate and tax. I mean, we don't even have smog here. We did for a little while, for a few years. And from my understanding of it is they pulled all the data from all the smog and then from everybody getting smog checked, and then realized it was a waste of time. Faded, what are you eating? Hash browns, fried eggs over easy, avocado, onions, and some super hot hot sauce from the Mexican market. Whatever it's made out of is really hot. Yeah, regulations translate as extra money for those in charge. Absolutely. Have I checked out Bad Chad in Canada? Yeah, I've seen Bad Chad, Hiltz Auto Co. He built some really cool stuff. And the Vegas rat rod scene's crazy. Yeah. Chris Clark, anytime you pop up in my feed, you got a mean plate of food. Much respect to you, buddy. I'm in auto body. You're doing great for the first time build. Much respect from Lower PAMD line. Thank you. And yeah, I do. My wife feeds me good. Soccer, yeah, this is my first build. It's my first car. I've built bobbers, motorcycles, a lot. That was my original hobby. And now it's just evolved into small cars, you know. What kind of engine? It's a 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen. AP. Faded, nice bro. Did you already cook that? Yeah. Yeah, she makes sure I eat. When I get out here and start working, I get hyper focused on what I'm doing, and I don't think about food or, you know, really anything except for what I'm building and trying to figure out how to build. And if I don't eat, you know, first thing and it gets late in the day, then you know, you start feeling crappy, and it's not really on my mind. So she makes sure to feed me and that I eat. It's gonna be badass when it's done, finished. Yeah, it is. The goal is to get it to SEMA 2025. That's a huge milestone, a big win, you know, for me. Comparable to, you know, like a football team is always trying to get to the Super Bowl, you know, like that's the top. And SEMA to me is the Super Bowl. Kevin T, I'm thinking about getting a bobber. Got a 1200 right now. Blew the resonators out of the exhaust before it got cold. She loud now. Loud and proud. Loud pipes save lives. Plus, it's just really cool. Saku, man's living the dream. I'm over here trying. It's a struggle, you know, work, life, family balance, and then you throw this in on top of it. You know, building the channel, building the store, building the car, getting new tools, saving for new tools, learning how to use new tools. I mean, it is constant work. I don't know about living the dream, but I mean, the dream would be to make enough money doing this that I could do it all the time. You know, and I don't need a lot, but I got bills. Is this Tim Armstrong? I get that a lot. Or Kerry King. I'm in the market for some kind of bender using Chris Clark. Basically, I know it's hard to explain, but I'm in the market for a bender in a tight space shop in my own garage. Yes, this is also a very tight space shop. I got about 2 feet around this car to walk and fabricate. I don't even have enough room for a fabrication table. I fabricate everything on the concrete right here. Bender, are you talking about a tubing bender? Nah, Chris, I ain't giving up. I ain't got no quit in me. None. And I don't waste time. I'm constantly planning, researching, working, you know, even if I'm not out here. I stay productive. Can you weld? Yes. Is there any tool you don't have? Absolutely. There are tons of tools I don't have. I don't have a box brake, finger brake, shear, slip roller, you know, sheet metal shaping equipment that I just don't have room for in here. I did just pick up an English wheel and I'm learning how to use that, so that's pretty cool. But I'm very limited on space. Chris Clark, tubing bender. For the money and space saving, out of all the tubing benders I researched before I bought mine, this one fit the bill in every aspect. This is a Rogue Fab tubing bender, and it is air over hydraulic. So I plug air into here from my compressor and I can push the button and it'll bend the tube. Now, usability, it's a little more complicated than a traditional like stand-up bench mount horizontal manual side pull bender. It's a little bit more complicated because you have to move pins and stuff occasionally, like if you're trying to do a 180 bend or, you know, other things. But for a typical up to 90 degrees, you don't even have to mess with any of the stuff. It'll go up to 90, you know, without doing anything. No problem. Do you own a dog? Yeah. But for the money, the amount of dies that you get, and then this is also a vertical bender, so it bends it straight up. When you have a horizontal bender, you have to cut your pipes down, and then you have to have enough floor space for the swing, and I don't have any floor space. So the vertical bender, I can take it off the bench and set it on the concrete, and I can bend straight up 8 feet to the ceiling if I need to. Or if the weather's decent, I can wheel this cart right out the garage door and bend straight up into the sky indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? So, for my opinion, for the money, the versatility, everything else, space saving, this Rogue Fab tubing bender is the way to go. And then yes, I do have an English wheel I just picked up. It's right here. I've only used it real quick so far. I'm still learning, but I picked this up from Kaka Industries. It is a Chinese import, but it's the same company that like Eastwood or Clutch or any of those guys, where they all get it from. except you're not paying their markup for the rebrand. Like the plenishing hammer right there, that's a clutch plenishing hammer. And I probably paid from Clutch. Once I found out where they get their stuff, Kaka Industries, I went straight to Kaka Industries for the English wheel, and it was half price of what Clutch was going to charge me. And this is a good, solid, I mean, decent, I would say upper mid grade English wheel. There are better ones for sure. But for what I'm doing, this should more than handle whatever I throw at it. How is that spelled? K-A-K-A. Kaka Industries. Yeah, it's the same Eastwood clutch. I mean, there's a handful of rebrand, import tool sellers, and that's all they do is they import it, slap their sticker on it, and then charge you twice as much, or whatever the percent markup is, 30% or whatever. And you can get this hot sauce is really hot. You can get Kaka Industry products through Amazon as a third-party seller. So you can go straight on Amazon. Clutch was going to charge me like $1,400-$1,500 for this English wheel with all the dies that it came with. There's a rack of dies over there on the backside. And I got it straight from Kaka Industries through Amazon, delivered to my door for like $800. So it's a big difference, especially when you're on a budget and all the things. No problem. Yeah, this hot sauce is it's really hot. Normally I eat the habanero like puree hot sauce that you get at the Mexican grocery store, but they were all out. So we got this red stuff, and it's hot. Do I have a Harley Davidson? No. No, I don't. All my bikes are Japanese bikes. Chopped and hardtailed and bobbed, but they're Japanese engines. Harbor Freight quit selling them there. Clearance $229. Yeah, they did, but I think you can still order the Harbor Freight one online. It's just not through Harbor Freight. MM2. Can I show you one of my bikes? No, I don't have my bikes here. I don't have room. The car takes up the entire garage. Is this the correct venue for the princess contest? No. But what do I use to learn and do research on how to work on the car, since you said you are constantly researching and learning? Google. Information's free and it's out there in, almost infinite abundance. YouTube, Google, you know, I read, watch videos on how to do things, how to make things. Go Leafs go, what's up, bro? How long have I been working on this car? This is about 1.5 years. But I only do this in my free time. So it averages out to about 8 hours a week, give or take. Some weeks none, some weeks more, but the average is probably 8 hours a week. What does your tattoo mean? I have lots of tattoos. They're all stemmed from, you know, my Nordic heritage, Vikings. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here for today. I'll see you next week. Go check out the videos.